नमस्कार दोस्तों, स्वागत है आप सभी का इस चैनल में जिसका नाम है डॉक्टर विपुल वी कपूर लेट्स लर्न। सबसे पहले आप सभी का धन्यवाद करना चाहता हूं दोस्तों, क्योंकि 2 महीने के कम समय में हमारी चैनल ने आज 400 सब्सक्राइबर्स का आंकड़ा पार कर लिया है। एंड दिस हैज़ बीन पॉसिबल just because of you people. Friends, I request you all to please share this channel, share the videos to all the students, to all your classmates. So friends, let's begin now. Today we want to discuss what a comedy is. Friends, when we are studying literature, we study different forms of literature like poetry, drama, novel, essays, short stories, and so on. But when we study drama, we generally come across these two types of dramas, these two types of plays, and they are comedy and tragedy. So, friends, today we want to discuss the definition, the functions, and the types of comedy as found in English literature. Friends, if somebody asks you a question, what is literature? Then the common answer that we know is that literature is the reflection of life and society. Literature is the mirror to life and society. The authors observe this society and they present the same kind of life in their literature. And what is human life? Human life, friends, is a nice mixture, a nice amalgamation of tragedy and comedy. Tears and smiles, shouts of joy and merrymaking, and the grief, the sorrow of funerals go side by side in our life. Nobody's life is entirely a tragedy, and nobody's life is entirely a comedy. Tragedy and comedy, they are the twin sisters of the mother whom you can call life. So, these are the two facets, two sides of human life, tragedy and comedy. Goethe, a German critic, has rightly said that human life is a tale. Tale means a story. Human life is a story told in tears but with smile. So, comedy and tragedy, these are the two important forms of literature. Why? Because literature expresses our human life, and human life is a mixture of tragedy and comedy. Friends, now let's begin with the definition of comedy. Comedy is a type of play which expresses some lighter events of human life. Human life, as I told you, is a mixture of some serious events and some lighter events. But serious events are presented in tragedy, and on the other hand, lighter events are presented in comedy. So, comedy is a type of play which expresses the lighter events of human life, and it amuses the readers. It delights the readers. It pleases the readers. Aristotle, the great Greek philosopher, he has also defined comedy. And the definition, as you can see on the screen, goes in this manner. Aristotle says that comedy is an imitation of man worse than the average. Okay, worse than the average. Comedy expresses the characters who are not average, they are below average. Comedy mainly presents the people, the characters who are below average, worse as regards one particular kind, the ridiculous. Comedy always, according to Aristotle, focuses on the characters and on the actions which are ridiculous, which makes us laugh. The action which make us laugh, the ridiculous, may be defined as a mistake sometimes or deformity of pain or harm to others. Okay, so mistakes, the drawbacks of human actions, of human life, are presented in comedy in order to create humor, in order to create laughter. Friends, Horace Walpole, a great thinker, has rightly said that life is a tragedy for those who feel and a comedy for those who think. Means that what Horace Walpole wants to say, that tragedy appeals our heart and comedy appeals our mind. Why? Because comedy has something to do with intelligence. Okay, and tragedy has something to do with emotions. According to Meredith and Bergson, they are the critics of English literature. According to them, comedy makes an appeal to our intelligence, okay, and it aims to correct human behavior through satire. So here these critics Meredith and Bergson talk about three things. Number one, comedy appeals to our intelligence. Number one. Number two, comedy aims to correct human behavior. To correct human behavior means to reform the society, to reform our behavior. And comedy, number three, uses satire. These are the three things important in comedy according to Meredith and Bergson. Let's now talk about the important functions of comedy. The most important function of comedy, as unanimously agreed by most of the critics, is to make people laugh, to amuse the readers. And when we study literature, you must have studied what are the functions of literature. The two functions of literature, the most important function, the primary function of literature is to amuse, to please the readers, right? And this function is very well accomplished by the form of literature called comedy. Second function of comedy is to reform the society. समाज में बदलाव लाने के लिए कई बार कॉमेडी लिखी जाती है. Comedy has the power to bring a social reform. Why? Because the comedy writer he exposes the follies, the vices, the drawbacks of human behavior. And this is how, by exposing, the writer tries to correct the society, to correct the human behavior. So the second function of literature, the secondary function of literature, to teach the readers, is also very well accomplished by all types of comedies. Now friends, let's have a cursory look at different types of comedies as written in English literature. Number one is classical comedy. Classical comedy means ancient comedy. These type of comedies were written in the ancient Roman and Greek literature. The examples, as you can see on the screen, Plautus Terence and Aristophanes, these are the two examples of classical comedies. Another important comedy in English literature is romantic comedy. These romantic comedies were made popular by William Shakespeare during the 16th century. A Midsummer Night's Dream is a nice example of romantic comedy. Third type of comedy, comedy of humor, was innovated by the Elizabethan writer Ben Jonson, and he wrote this comedy, Every Man in His Humor. This is the example of comedy of humor. During the 17th century, during the Restoration period, comedy of manners were popularized by William Wycherley, John Dryden, and so many other writers. This comedy of manners is also known as the Restoration Comedy. The Country Wife, written by William Wycherley, is a popular comedy of manners. Sentimental comedy, which became popular during the 18th century. Richard Still, in the beginning of 18th century, Richard Still, a very well-known periodical essayist, he has written this sentimental comedy, The Conscious Lovers. The anti-sentimental comedy is another type of comedy which was again written during the 18th and 19th century, but Oliver Goldsmith has written She Stoops to Conquer. This is an example of anti-sentimental comedy. So friends, here we come to the end of this discussion. Let's conclude the whole discussion by saying that comedy is a type of play which expresses the vices, the drawbacks of human life, which expresses the lighter events of human life. Comedy has mainly two functions to perform. Number one, to amuse the readers, to delight the readers. Number two, to reform the society. And in English literature, we have these different types of comedies like classical comedies, romantic comedies, comedy of humor, comedy of manners, sentimental and anti-sentimental comedies. So friends, I end up this lecture here. If you have any doubts or questions, please do write to me in the comment section of this channel. Thank you very much.